Okay, this is day one of me telling you stories while I do dishes because why not? And so the first thing is I'm gonna do an unsolved mystery, which sounds a lot cooler than it is because it's a medical unsolved mystery and it's mine, like from when I was little. So I can't believe this has happened to anyone else. It seems like a very unique experience, but it had to have happened to someone else. So when I was little, I was 2. It was a couple days after I'd been adopted. Actually, it was the day after I'd been adopted. And I was sleeping upstairs. My sister went to go check on me. And she said I was laying on my back in my bed, in my little crib. And it, like my eyes, I was just off in space, but she said I looked terrified. And so, my mom called the doctor, and the doctor was like, oh, she was probably just dreaming, like she's probably asleep, it's fine, as long as she's fine. I was fine, because later, like, I woke up and I was good, whatever. And so, my mom just was like, okay, she's fine, we'll trust the doctor. It was just a little thing. The next day, I came downstairs, I woke up, and I don't remember, the only thing I remember is being in the hospital. So, I came downstairs, and she said, like, I couldn't really walk. So I was kind of like hunched over, and I was kind of crawling down the stairs, which little kids do, except not to the extent that I was. And so my mom was like worried. She was wondering what was happening, obviously. And so she called the doctor, and the doctor said, bring her to the hospital right now. Well, we live kind of in the middle of nowhere. We live about 2 hours away from the hospital. So she drove me. She did drive me to the hospital. Actually, well, so that day we had to go to town anyways. And so like I wasn't that bad. It was just like I was shaped weird, I guess. I was like hunched over. And so we went to town, we ran some errands, and then I just kept like curling up into myself, and my arm was curling up. And so then she called the doctor in a panic, and the doctor was like, bring her to the hospital right now. And so my mom took me to the hospital, and they did some tests. I don't think they actually did a lot of tests, which is really weird. But you know, doctors. Some are great, but you know. And so they said I probably had a stroke. But no one, which apparently is kind of common in little kids, which is scary, and it should not be, but I have theories about that based on diet and stuff, but that doesn't really matter. So they said I probably had a stroke and that I would be fine, and they sent me home eventually, and I was fine. Nothing's ever happened since. But I do have EDS, which is Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and POTS, postural orthostatic tachycardia syndrome. So anyways, that's about it. Thanks for watching, guys.